Okay, welcome to the County of San Mateo Coastside Design Review Committee meeting. Today is Thursday, April 10th, 2025, and it is now 1:33 p.m. So this hearing consists of 3 projects and is being audio recorded. There are 2 opportunities for the public to provide comments, including a public comment period for matters that are not on the agenda, and a separate public comment session for each project on the agenda. And for the fairness and orderliness of this meeting, please limit your speech to 3 minutes or less. The Design Review Committee's decision for items number 1 through 3, if any, are appealable to the Planning Commission within 10 working days of the letter of decision by filing an appeal and paying the applicable filing fee. And as a reminder, the CDRC does not review matters related to zoning standards, local coastal policies, or the general plan, and will only review projects based on the design review guidelines and standards. So with that, we'll move forward to the roll call. Mark Stagmeyer.
Here.
John Stedman, not present. Julian Martinez, not present. April Bingham.
Present.
Moshi Porter.
Yes.
Mark Den, not present. And James Bennington, not present. So next we will move on to the chairperson's report. Would you like me to pull up the report from last meeting?
No, I haven't sent one out yet, but
Okay.
first I want to apologize for my attendance the last few months. Very hectic, family members very sick and some passing away. It's been pretty fucking miserable. The Coastside Design Review Committee, CDRC, is appointed by the Board of Supervisors to ensure that new development is compatible with physical settings of the site and visual character of the neighborhood, and provide a platform for neighborhood residents to communicate their concerns for the communities of Montera, Moss Beach, El Granado, Miramar, and Princeton. With old business, because I've been gone so long, to stop me if you already know this, but the letter that we sent for the demonstration of scale to Greg Mueller, is there status report or anything? Or?
Was there any response to, who is it, Mark? That's
Yeah, it's
Mark sent
Pierce.
it?
Yeah.
Mark's in it. Yeah, so I don't know, but I have to say I read it and I incorporated many parts of it into the draft standards update.
Oh, okay, that was my next bit on we don't need to talk about CEQA, and then.
And I can give you an update about that too.
I'm sorry.
I can also give you an update. regarding that,
okay.
If you like. So it's making its rounds of review internally, and it's almost ready for DRC review. So it won't be the whole, because we're revising the whole section. I have to say, including a proposal to increase your pay, doubling it, and allowing for you to be paid more than once a month. Should there be 2 meetings, 1? So there's other sections that are gonna be updated, but just the standards, making them objective, those will be coming to you all in the summer. So whether it's June or July.
Did you say to the ER? But I'm not.
DRC, because there's 2 DRCs, there's the CDRC and then there's the BDRC. So it's the base side is going to base on the.
Oh. Okay, well, that was, my plan, but the time. I have a question, because I heard, it's a rumor about abolishing the coastal commission. You know anything about that?
Oh, just Trump?
Yeah, I mean.
Surprise!
Wait, but that's a federal commission, isn't it?
I think it's the funding, probably. But
It's probably Doge and all that stuff, isn't it?
I just don't know. It's the second time I've heard anything. You've heard it yet? You've heard that?
Well, we'll see.
Is it?
We'll see. We don't have
like
anything
a
on
rumor?
that.
It's rumor.
Maybe following that, Victor.
It doesn't work. And you just answered the other, and yeah, I just.
So can they abolish it? It was voted on by all.
That's true, that's.
I don't know what
I think
happened.
that's-
Apparently you can.
There'd be a challenge, there'd be a legal challenge.
It'd have to be another election, I think. I don't know. But King Trump could might be do everything, right?
But you can file a lawsuit against them.
As people have.
One of many, yeah.
There's lawsuits for all perpetuity.
It's just a circus out there. I just wanted, do you, what besides, how is planning doing with, their plan submittals and getting it through their whole process of planning? Because I heard a little bit about building it. Is planning doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
6
I don't
months,
think,
4 months?
I mean, I think we brought on a lot of new people and I think they're all, coming up to speed.
Yeah.
And I think applications may have dipped a little bit, but suddenly picked up. It seems like everything's picking up this month,
Well,
seemingly maybe before summer.
well, tax time
Nice.
usually
Yeah, tax time.
brings that, but,
Nice weather.
and then, do you have anything to share on the building department that you know? Somebody just told me it was 10 months period in building
Yeah.
before they, before,
For a new house, start to finish, 10 months? I don't think that's the case. That's not the case.
Remember that?
I mean, I don't know that it's sticking to 3 months, but it's certainly not that long and.
like the 30-day thing, we've gone past the 30 and the 60-day thing without any notification. I check a cell and I wrote to Stephen Chan, because I know.
Oh, Stephen Chan.
Just for him to check. I don't know if there's nobody to call. I mean, those kind of things, like,
There is somewhere to call.
yeah, you can call, leave a message. 3 or 4 days later, you get a call.
Really?
Or walk them there. It's not that bad.
No.
Somebody back me up.
Is it that bad? You have to know who to call.
You don't bother.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the other thing.
Send emails and hope and,
What about the inspection process, like during the building stage, is it?
that is great.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Out
And
here.
it's John Briel is the guy who's doing it,
Yeah.
and he's a very straightforward, common sense guy, and everybody in the coast is happy with John.
Yeah.
Now,
So they're gonna take.
Chris Ragland, I don't know, I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I don't know, he's overwhelmed, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I was gonna do another one of our.
It's not that bad, it's not as bad as you hear, I don't think,
Okay.
and it's gonna pick up, it's only getting better, because we're getting more texts, I think we had like, a handful of texts leave. At the end of the year, last year.
Yeah,
So they were very, but there was like some bin time, where it's like someone would submit, but like sort of nothing would happen, like it wouldn't get routed for a little while. So I think there's still a little bit of bin time going on,
Okay,
but, our new texts that replace the old texts are coming up to speed too. So.
I mean, it really comes down to the person,
Yeah.
the plan tech, whoever.
yeah, whoever
I
gets
mean,
it.
sometimes we get stuff back, we get comments back that are absurd.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's,
And then it's the plan check, the whole plan check thing. I mean, that can be crazy too. I mean, we'll get 20 pages of comments.
and Steve said he was gonna get rid of.
From CSG
Shire,
or
and
from CSG? Oh, really?
they're still using
Okay.
CSG.
Sometimes, it depends on the person who's doing it.
Okay. Yeah,
It's CSG or TRB or.
But they said,
4L.
oh, so there is another one. Well, he said he was gonna slowly get.
they're
rid of
TRB.
being phased
There's a
out.
TRB and then what are they? They're another CSG.
I don't think we're giving them any TRB anymore, but we had CSG and Portland.
CSG is still in, they're still.
Oh, yeah, and then Four Leaf does most of the ADUs,
Oh, for
yeah,
them.
and the landscaping.
I was gonna apply for a plan checker.
Yeah. We'd like
So I can hang out in the office.
that.
Don't you have enough work? You're too busy.
I know, but it's gotta be, I gotta do some sort of retirement, I'm 4 years past retirement age. That's all I have. I don't get any comments from anybody. I really wish you'd write to me and put something on the agendas.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I just
Just
a
for
little
fun.
something like,
Oh, okay.
that's what my last thing is, an order new business, and I appeal to anybody that wants to join the board, if you're from any of the areas that, well, we'll take you no matter what,
Yeah.
where you're from. But
Well,
the people that, well, kind of,
yeah, I guess all the areas are open except for.
Mm.
What area are
Well,
we filled
we're-
up on? We filled up on Montera, are we filled up on Montera?
no, well, Montera's kind of. But
I believe so.
Yeah, Montera's full,
Mhm.
It's
but we're not
Over.
great open.
Alcata,
Moss Beach.
Beach.
We just need to get another
Architect.
push on it if we can.
Architect,
Yeah, you don't
We
put on
need
here.
double, we do one speech and.
You only, you don't look up for it.
No.
Yeah. So I was thinking about you for alternate architect.
He's too busy.
It's only 3 hours a month.
Yeah, right.
You can do it, and the pay is really,
But you
pays
don't-
really, probably pays better than you.
And
I
he's
live
not
at,
a,
I live at the back of Frenchman's Creek Road.
okay, but is that unincorporated or city? It doesn't have to
County.
matter. Okay,
Where is it? Where are you?
Back of Frenchman's Creek.
rural.
Oh,
That's,
and
I think that's
unfortunately, Andrew's not quite yet an official
He-
architect.
Well, you
that's
know,
okay, we take
you can still
designers.
be the rep.
He can be the rep.
what would he rep?
Any,
Whenever he is.
Maybe a backup rep. We have no backup.
yeah.
Pays really good.
He can figure it.
They're gonna pay us twice a month now, like, wow.
I know.
Only if you show up twice a
23.75.
month.
I mean,
They're gonna double our pay?
You mean they haven't raised it
I mean, I
since
hope, I don't
many
think
years
it's
ago?
adopted. No,
50 bucks a month?
it's still 50.
Well, it's
It's still
46,
50?
46.
Don't you get a cost of living and, you know, and social security gets.
But we love what we do. Okay, so, at that point, is it open for public, open for public comment?
Yeah. Okay, so with that, we'll move on to public comment for matters that are not on the agenda. So for those attending this meeting in person, the speaker request forms are available on the back wall near the door. Please provide me with your speaker slips as soon as possible. And for those on Zoom, please use the raise hand feature to raise your hand to speak. And for those joining by phone, please press *9 to raise your hand. And pressing *6 will both mute and unmute your microphone. So I don't have any speaker request slips for matters not on the agenda in person. And I see no raised hands on Zoom. So Chair, please indicate if you would like to close the public comment.
Close public comment, please.
Okay. So it is 1:45. So next we will move on to item number 1. So April Bingham, would you like to introduce item number 1?
Yes. Okay, item number 1 is home in El Granada. This is Suzanne Bulisher, applicant Edward C. Love. The file number is PLN 2024-00159. The location is Valencia Avenue in El Granada, and the parcel number is 047-124-070. This is consideration of a design review permit to allow the construction of a new 1-bedroom, 2-story, 1,694 square foot, single-family residence with an attached 1-car garage on a legal 5,000 square foot parcel. The project includes demolition of existing afferent structures, minor grading, and removal of 3 non-significant trees. In conjunction with the requested design review permit, it is recommended that the CDRC determine that the project is exempt from environmental review pursuant to CEQA guidelines, section 15303A, class 3, new construction or conversion of small structures, which includes the construction of 1 single-family residence in a residential zone. This project is not appealable to the California Coastal Commission. Application deemed complete February 11th, 2025, and the project planner is Dylan Parker.
Thank you. And the applicant's architect is present. If you'd like to go over the design aspects of the project.
And rules and that.
Hello, everyone, I'm Andrew. Worker at Love, my client back there, Suzanne, and, this is the, demonstration scale that was posted on the site, 10 days ago. I guess we'll start out with just kind of the general idea of the home. The home was actually designed by a previous designer, so we kind of just picked up where these things were left off. The home is kind of more of a modern feel, it's, very, very orthogonal, not really flat roof, parapet roof. And just kind of, not an oversized home, just a one bedroom home, but an office. So we could go to the work plan.
Parker.
Yeah. Actually, let's start with the site. So the house is right up on the front setback. It's got plenty of room for a backyard and plenty of plants and a garden. It's 1-car garage. And it's got like a little patio in the back that would kind of overlook the backyard. It's gonna have some sort of a side yard that leads to a stairway that goes up to the upper balcony for the second floor. This is an upside down house, so all the bedrooms will be on the lower floor, or just one bedroom, and then an office will be on the lower floor with laundry and a washroom, pretty large master bathroom. And then a 5-foot spiral staircase going up to the second floor. So again, here's the first floor plan, a little bit clearer detail. You can see the patio at the back that would be overlooking the backyard. The office would be overlooking the front yard. And a little nice foyer there with the spiral staircase. The spiral staircase will kind of be able to be seen from the street with kind of a bay window appeal, kind of bringing some articulation to the front. And yeah, a little nice laundry washroom that's connected to the master bathroom. And again, stairway going up to the top balcony. Here up on the top balcony, you would have some possible views of the ocean, probably overlooking the Granada Center. That would lead into the kitchen and, dining room, pretty open concept with another bathroom upstairs. And then also there was going to be a stilts lift or probably some sort of similar elevator put in. The roof again will be a flat parapet style roof with 2 skylights. One skylight will be in the upper bathroom and then the other one will be in the kitchen, giving a lot of natural light. And yeah, again, on that front elevation, we decided to do a bay window to bring out some more articulation to the front, so it didn't look so boxy, and just kind of giving it an overall kind of nice dynamic. And again, the stairway wrapping around the corner, the cable railing, and then kind of go into a glass railing with some nice views of the yard and possible view of the ocean. The material will be like a smooth stucco and some sort of an off-white. And then kind of a black accent of metal with glass railing. And then of course dark compliant lights, and then a garage door with frosted glass. Very modern looking. Nice big slider up at the top and then smaller slider downstairs. And that's really good.
Any clarifying questions?
Yeah. Right.
No, you go.
Is the spiral stair the egress stair? Cool.
What's the eco stair?
The egress stair?
The eco stairs?
Egress.
Egress.
Yeah.
Egress stair.
Yeah, it's 5 feet. It's made by Iron Shop. It is compliant, so it does work.
And what's the, just because it is like a centerpiece of that window, what's the finish on that? Is that
I
just gonna
believe it would be not necessarily decided officially yet, but I would assume some sort of metal. Maybe with a wood tread. Open riser possibly.
Who's making?
Right now, usually the ones we spec are made by Iron Shop.
I think that was my only question.
Can I ask one?
The
Yeah.
stairs custom.
And the exterior stairs, are you using the metal for stringers?
What's that?
The metal for the exterior stairs?
Yeah,
Using metal for the stringers?
possibly.
Because it's so narrow, restrained,
Um,
otherwise it's gonna be much bolder, like, right?
Yeah,
to get a,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's cool, it looks great, and it's the big. That would be.
There will be a post, holding up that large cantilever balcony up there on the corner, on the right side there. But yeah, those will, depending on, what sort of structural things we run into.
If you're using a lot of metal, that would be, you could get away with that all.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on.
Yeah, it
cost,
looks
always
great.
depending on cost.
Okay. Sorry, but
Okay, are we ready for public comment? Okay, we're now opening up public comment for item number 1. I have no speaker, request forms in person, and I see no raised hands on Zoom. I'll just give it a few more moments in case someone would like to speak on this item. Okay, seeing none, Chair, please indicate if you would like to close the public comment for this item. Okay, we'll now again limit discussion between staff, the committee members, and the applicant.
Cool, couple more. So the glass railing posts, are those finished? Is the proposed finish for those black?
I guess that would be matching the rest of the home. I did show stainless on that one spec there.
Yeah,
I would assume
all that
so.
was ebony.
Yeah. This, I guess that would be a ebony finish over that metal,
Okay, cool.
matching kind of the window trim and the metal, top of the parapet. And then also a post for the cable railing on the stairway.
April, really?
So I reviewed everything in advance of the meeting and it meets 100% of the design review standards that I went through. So I'm happy to both recommend actual approval from a design review standing and also to note that it is exempt from the CEQA guidelines. I'm happy to move forward with it.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I'm curious, could go either way, but some definition on the finish of that spiral stair.
I mean, it does have
Like
the
what?
articulation, but what do you want?
Just to make sure it's not red.
Just make sure it's not. Oh, because you could see in front of me. No.
Right on. Yeah.
caught 'em.
I mean, I don't think we have to.
No, I don't.
There's no color specs.
There's no color spec on the stair,
Do you
but
want to
it's
spec?
internal. Even if they wanted to make red
Oh,
carpeting,
it's
they
internal,
could.
that's true.
I'm
Yeah,
sure there
it's
would be like a wood thread finish just for keeping noise down from going up and down. And then some sort of, darker color to match, because it is visible from the exterior, so.
What I really appreciate is that this is I looked at the massive scale of the home in particular, and it fits very nicely in the location that it is on the lot plan. And it has really nice opportunity for beautiful gardens and then the deck overlooking it. I think it's just very well designed and well thought out and in the spirit of the community.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, so if it is red, you can see it through the windows.
Yeah, that's what you think.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, that's like.
But it sounds like no one's dreaming of a red staircase.
Frank Lloyd Wright's favorite color, Navajo red.
Yeah.
The Golden Gate Bridge turned out great in red.
That's.
International.
All right.
Okay,
Looks like we're ready for a motion.
and a motion for approval?
Okay. So we have a motion.
With no conditions.
Okay. So with that, I'll go ahead and take a roll call. April Bingham,
Yes.
Moshi Porter.
Yes.
Okay, this motion has passed. So next item 2 will begin at 2:15 and we'll take a recess until then.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Record. I'm doing it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm using it.
Okay, so we are back for item number 2. It is now 2:15, and April Bingham, would you like to introduce the project?
Yes. Okay, so we have, applicant is Svetlana Ulev.
You live.
Ulev. This is file number PLN 2024-00183. Location Miranda Road, Miramar. The parcel is 048-093-060. This is a consideration of a design review permit to allow for the construction of a new 2-story, 2,276 square foot, single-family residence with an attached 415 square foot two-car garage and an attached 485 square foot accessory dwelling unit on a legal 5,000 square foot parcel. The project includes minor grading and no tree removal. The ADU is a ministerial project and does not require design review by the CDRC. In conjunction with the requested design review permit, it is recommended that the CDRC determine that the project is exempt from environmental review pursuant to the CEQA guidelines, section 15303A. Class 3, new construction or conversion of small structures, which includes the construction of one single-family residence in a residential zone. This project is not appealable to the California Coastal Commission. Application deemed complete February 26, 2025. Project planner Randall Cohen.
Thank you for that. And Svetlana, I'm not sure if you're on. If you are BHL, could you please raise your hand through Zoom? Okay. Let me.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we can hear you.
Hi.
Anything you'd like to say to the committee members?
Sorry, can you please repeat it?
Yeah, just giving you an opportunity if there's anything you would like to tell the committee members in regards to the design of the project.
I don't have any much comments as our designer was working on the project. We just hoping that it's aligned with the all the requirements.
So, yeah, it's,
Okay.
we,
Okay, well, thank you. We'll let you know if we have any questions for you then.
Thank you.
Mhm. And don't know if you would like me to go ahead and open up a public comment or if you'd like to discuss first.
Did the designer want to share any?
there's no designer, they didn't make it on the.
No designer present.
General contractor will be building it. I'm not-
Husband and general contractor.
Yeah, so I can probably answer some.
Okay, okay.
My truck is down there in the front with my.
Oh,
Do you want to speak to some of the?
Well, I mean, I don't know, can you, yeah, because that's, I didn't design it, I just, I know it's 227, 2276 square footage. And it's the floor plan, I don't know, we have a floor plan. I know this is a master upstairs, 2-bedroom, hallway, bathroom. There's the powder room, laundry room, walk-in, then the stairways and then the glass. And of course, the ADU is on the left-hand side, which is only 412 square feet. 2-car garage, 2 stories. It's gonna be pretty much, let's see, stucco, and we're gonna use either aluminum or metal siding for the top look. And then, as you can see, it's stucco, and then we're gonna try to go with some smooth stucco color, and it's gonna be color coded. So I don't know what else I can say. Like I said, I mean, I just build stuff, I don't. Yeah, I mean, the lighting and all, unless you have some questions.
Can you speak to the decision for the red color?
Well, no, there's no, I mean, it's really more of a rust color, there's no red. It's, I don't know why they put that, but it's supposed to be a rust dark brown. Because it's supposed to be, have that like earth tone look, like rusted earth. So it's more like it's like, when you rust the metal, it looks like, there's no red at all.
Gotcha, more like a Corten.
Yeah, there you go. It's all rusted. Because in reality, in the beginning, we wanted to go with smooth concrete look to do tilt-up walls, but that's pretty expensive. Yeah, that was our first idea to do tilt-up walls, concrete, but that gets very expensive, so we were thinking about smooth.
Is that hardy on that red section then? It's stuck.
It's stucco.
It's roof, right?
Yeah, the other one would be also a roof metal. That'll be also,
So it's roofing on the walls.
yeah, roofing, the same thing that we put in the roofs, that's on the walls. Just an accent.
Is there a reason that the window above the garage is so small?
Yeah, because you have traffic coming in, when cars are coming in through that street,
Uh-huh.
so there's always cars coming in, every time you stand there, there's light of the vehicles coming into that bedroom. So you have another window on the other side too, not the whole thing will be. So you'll see the
Oh, carriage red.
carriage, well,
You said
yeah,
there's no red.
it's not supposed to be red, it's supposed to be a different color. That's his mistake, but it's supposed to be rustic.
So maybe I'll can I make a note of that?
Yeah, it's supposed to be rustic, not red. I mean,
So it's okay, she's okay if you change it? to-
Yeah. Absolutely, it's not supposed to be red. It's supposed to be a rustic, because red, I mean, that's not our. Yeah, it's a rustic color. Still on? Can you hear me?
Let me.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, this also I noticed that the roof is a different color on the side. The roof and the siding the same material, and it's rustic panels.
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah, brown, rustic,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna put rust, brownish rust.
Yeah,
color.
yeah, red, no,
Okay with
we're,
that?
yeah, no red. No,
Okay, just to clarify.
yes, please, yeah. And, yeah, he put red, yeah, so now you probably, yeah. So. But that's the reason for that small window, because you have, when you come to the street, because we're right in the house is right in the corner where there's another street right in front of it.
Yeah,
So when it comes to a lot of traffic that way, and we noticed because we're there, a lot of light comes in. So we decided to do a small window because it's really, I mean,
yeah, makes sense. I mean, I was curious.
yeah,
because-
no, I mean, plus we don't really have an ocean views. We
Right,
don't have any ocean views at all.
yeah,
No, anywhere you collect from there, you don't have an ocean view.
okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much close to two houses before the street, before the PCH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went and looked at it, so I have an idea.
Right where, Wilkinson's residence.
Yeah.
Be nice to have a view. But no, there's no view.
So.
Can you move us up forward? I mean, that'd be great. That's it. If they Coastal Commission said I can go, I can take this lot.
Can I open it up for public comment?
Yes, okay. So now we're opening item number 2 for public comment. I have no speaker requests or anybody in person other than the owner, and I don't see anyone other than the project planner and the owner online. So seeing no public comment, Chair, please indicate if you would like to close a public comment for item number 2.
Close public comment.
Okay, we can once again limit discussion between staff, the committee members, and the owner.
Motion. Done.
Yeah, I like it. I like the design overall.
Mhm.
I think
You like the design?
yeah, the double gable is nice. And then accenting that one.
My wife wants to say it, so.
That one piece with
I
the,
think, I don't know.
with the second, material is also nice.
Okay.
I think I'm a little confused as to like where it. The accent material stops and starts.
Oh, you mean with the reddish?
The
chunk in
siding?
the Middle?
Yeah.
It's basically, it's right where that, yeah.
Can you get it down to the one, the view towards the bottom? Oh, no. Or that top,
Right there, it goes,
the rendering, but the
This
bottom
one?
right one.
Oh, this one.
Like, I'm trying to make sure that condition, if you go to the right a little bit. Like, Right.
That's not letting me grab. Okay.
That condition where you have that.
Oh, on that side? Yeah, that's supposed to be, I think stucco.
Cause I think as long as.
Cause
we
I think
keep
we've only,
the
yeah,
red contained in its own volume.
yeah, that's not supposed to be there, so basically, we're only doing the front with the side, the look, just to do the front, the rest is gonna be stucco. I don't know why he has that there,
Does it wrap to the back?
it shouldn't,
Like,
cause no one's gonna see that. You think he put it there, I don't know why he put that. Yeah, no, it doesn't rub, it's not supposed to rub to the back, it's only supposed to be in the front. All this,
I like that.
well, all this here is supposed to be
I
stucco,
don't like that.
this is what I'm talking about, right here, only in the front, the top, and the sides. Which is the side of the house, which you see over here.
Well, we kind of have to go with what's in the plan.
Also, we have to put the top also.
So he's gonna give you,
Conditions.
what
Okay,
he
so this right here?
suggests based on what's on the plan.
I like, what I'm getting at is, I think transitions of materials
Mhm.
are best at inside corners.
Okay,
So like, I think this is great if that's all red all around.
this also right here? Or,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm assuming that's red too, but it's tough to read this model because it doesn't look like it's representing exactly what's in the elevations.
I mean, that's mostly of I mean, do we have to put all that, does it have to be with that, cause our idea was to do stuff with the rest and just do that whole thing, do we have to put that right in the back at work?
Well, the colors, look on the building elevations, because some of them have colors.
Where's the building elevation?
There, okay, got it right there.
A5
Yeah, it shows it in the back,
and
you're right,
A4.
yeah. So it shows it on the back, yes,
And then along the side too, if you go
Okay.
down.
okay,
So,
yeah, so that's what I meant, the side, yeah, side and then, correct. Okay.
I,
I don't see what's on top of it.
I don't think it's on top of that roof.
But either he's gonna change the plans or he's gonna write up conditions of it.
Yeah, I think where it terminates is nice for the elevations and
Yeah, that's what I thought also, where it terminates, that's what we're, I
I,
mean, I'm following that.
I think
I think it
3D
needs to wrap
drawings.
around, yeah.
the 3D drawings are not showing
Yeah.
correctly.
What about that, single window on the flat surface of the garage?
We asked about that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, just why it was single.
It's
What-
because they
No.
took the angle of the lights coming in from the traffic,
Right,
and that's to prevent.
Yeah, there's other
Flooding
windows on
the
the
back.
outside.
yeah, but our standards don't really want that sort of.
No, our standards don't want it. That's why I asked a clarifying question about it. I mean, he has a very good reason to have it
Yeah,
based on the positioning of that house.
I don't think a trellis or anything would fit, but
No.
something, even imitation of black window, there's a closet behind that other corner.
Oh, is there?
Well, I was thinking like if we did each one of the two windows to the right of that
Mhm.
could be mimicked on that.
Another.
The last one,
Right,
and that would look, it would look cohesive, but then I'm not all about symmetry anyway, but that is a blink blank surface and we're supposed to address
Yeah, the
that.
standards
Mhm.
discourage large blank surfaces.
okay,
So,
so either make a larger window or,
Or find a way to put a window in that doesn't affect your light,
okay, got it.
because,
Yeah, I think a
um,
larger window just centered on that gable.
Or do two windows on,
I mean, that's a
If I
bad
may,
way.
If I may, I just want to mention about that window. If you look at the front, there are two windows of the same size. We're kind of thinking about the matching left and right, very left and right. This window on this wall and the window kind of in the back on the, yes, this is the second. So when you look straight at the house, you can tell they're kind of matching the same size, the same shape. That was another reason to put Fernando is right, there is a street with traffic. Yeah, these two windows, they are the same in to match kind of the style, the same size, the same frame, to have balance on both sides.
Yeah, I think the right side's doing great. I think the left side just kind of needs some work,
Mhm.
so.
The other problem is that with the window small, it creates prominence of the garage, which is also in the standards. It makes the garage too prominent.
Too big, yes, exactly.
Yes.
So I mean, we do another.
In front of the garage.
Mhm.
I think the garage is fine. I would just center that window.
Just center the window?
And
Well, we centered, I think I'm gonna put a bigger window
make it bigger.
or something. I mean, we can center, because we want all the windows to look the same, or maybe just add another window. Can we add another window?
You can add another window.
Yeah, we can add another window to it. Santa, what do you think?
There's a closet behind.
Oh, there's a closet behind it.
Yeah, but you just have to make it a
Oh,
fake
window
window.
with
fake
closet.
window.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, I did the same window as on another side of this room. The
Yeah,
same-
just make it, it'll be a fake window, but it'll be a window, just for the aesthetic.
Or you could shorten a closet,
Yeah.
make a little light niche or something. Like
I have a
light-
window in my walk-in closet. I like it.
Mine is-
Yeah, that's,
It leaches your.
it's a lot, you wanna have a light, that's true. We can do a closet
I
there.
have blinds.
Okay,
So you use your clothes all the time, so they don't leak.
So we'll add another window and it'll be part of the inside closet, it'll be part of
Yes.
the closet, that's fine.
Yep, okay.
Give us a natural light with the closet.
All right, so we're gonna add a condition that there's an added window on the front face
Okay.
in order to meet the design standard.
So,
Moshi, any other comment?
Santa, do you have another comment on the other?
No, I just wanted to mention about the reasoning, like kind of on the shape and the size. But yeah, that's if we can add another window right before, right after the closet.
No, we're inside the closet, I mean,
Inside?
somewhere, yeah, because that's fine, yeah.
It really just needs some sort of articulation.
Yeah, okay.
The window is, it's a thin one, but.
Okay. Because it does kind of look really clean to me right there.
It is, and there's two design standards
Yeah.
that, you know, and it would,
You could set half of that
Not
couch
me,
back a
yeah.
foot and make it red. You could set, like, just do an offset, and just, it would take a foot out of your bedroom.
You know, I can see your.
no, I think the window is the easiest and most
Yeah.
cost-effective way for you to meet the design standard.
Okay. Sounds like a plan,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, then, a condition of approval would be an added upstairs window of the same similar size or
Yes.
scale as the existing upstairs window above the garage. And, any other conditions from you?
Yeah, we wanna make sure that color of that
It's not right.
Yes,
roofing is an earthy brown.
Can we go with black on the roof, if possible, or dark roof?
as long as it's an earth tone.
Earth tone? Okay.
Yeah,
Black was the one specified for the top, for the roofing itself,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but the wall roofing was called out as a,
It's not supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to be a red, and not supposed to be a rustic brown, like, when when you see, like your shirt almost. rustic. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that, like a brown, but it's like when it's gone through something.
right, which I'm fine making the color condition
Okay,
rust or brownish
brownish,
rust
yeah,
color.
okay,
Are you okay with
earth
that?
tone.
I guess, yeah.
Some way to reference core ten.
No, yeah, trust me, there's not gonna be no red on it, no. Red at all, no.
I guess I just wanna make sure.
Yeah, red's not our color, and, I mean, unless we're burning flag.
I guess, I think in the condition, I would just say red,
Just not red?
and then,
Let me just. look at the
continue
standard.
on that with.
That's subjective.
Yeah, I
Well,
wonder
it's
if I can actually say
Purple,
that.
I mean,
I can make a
Well,
recommendation.
purple was never proposed, so that would,
but the red was proposed.
yeah, I mean. Ideally for us, it would be great to have a proposed alternative, but ideally for moving the project forward.
Oh, here,
I think we should come up with a condition.
I have the condition, standard A sub. 3, number 3, use warm and muted colors and natural appealing materials on the house that blend with the surrounding natural features when viewed from a distance. While earth tone colors are encouraged along with darker colors used to reduce apparent mass, Other colors may be appropriate based on architecture, neighborhood, and surrounding features. So it is a standard of compatibility that you would use earth tones
Earth
based on
tones.
where it is.
Okay.
And so I'll make it a condition that you
Earth
use
tones.
earth tones.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
a darker.
yeah,
Well, what was gonna be, like I said, it was gonna be almost a little bit lighter than this shirt.
okay,
Yeah.
but if you're good with
Got it
that,
on the right.
You gonna cut off a piece of that?
Yeah, let me think.
That's.
I have one more thing, though. I don't see any exterior lighting indicated on the plan.
it's there.
Yeah.
It's the down, the, right there, you see it? On the right-hand side, scroll over. Oh, it's on the right, scroll, no, scroll
Oh.
just scroll, it's right there, scroll up, right there.
No, I know, but I don't see, there's not,
Oh, it's not on the, it's
there's
not
none
on
in the
there.
houses. We can't, I mean, that's kind
Oh, yeah, we can't count the number.
of,
Hmm.
you can only, I mean, if you're gonna make conditions, it's like one by each door, basically, but on the
But
one
that's,
side. you
that's
have
standard
five.
code, we have to have it by
Yeah.
standard code. It's
No,
building
but
code.
some people go
Yeah, I
with
know,
stucco
but,
when they put
I
full
mean,
in there.
The planner shouldn't have let you come here
Really?
without that, without a lighting plan.
Is there soffits or something? Well,
Looks like there's sconces proposed.
Yeah, there's sconces for the
Yeah.
exterior, but yeah, so it'll be one in the back, one in the front, and one on the
Well, you
side.
have you have four doors on the one, on the left side elevation, you would put one by every door. and
Yeah.
That's kind of a complication for our lighting situations, but is there enough eave for you to put downlights?
Yes, there's enough for the
I
front
mean, you can
door.
get away with
Yeah.
just saying that all the lighting, exterior lighting could be done eaves from the eaves.
Yes, there is, there'll be for the front and the side,
Yeah, eaves there.
and the back, the sliding doors.
I mean, without you having to come back with a lighting plan.
Yeah.
Call it, you agreed, if you had a list of a condition like that, if you
That's
can't
fine, I can put them
mark
on.
up the plan.
sconces are better than soffits.
Well, I mean, I can do a sconces front door only, and then the rest I can do it on the eaves. And then one on the ADU.
They go
That's
berserk
two.
on the soccer lights.
Hmm? I'm sorry.
It seems like they go kind of overboard on the soffit lights, usually. They can't just do one for some reason.
Oh, no, I can do one.
Oh,
That's
I
been
mean,
my experience. You show up at the
It's a
final
complication
and
if
there's
it's a
like
higher house than the rest, but,
5 soffit lights.
well, you know what, make it a condition, and then the planner gets it.
I have 100 soffit lights on my house. I don't know if you've ever seen
They
it.
just go berserk on.
My
Like to
house
make it
looks like a
somehow
landing plane.
get their
They
money's
have
worth.
to actually be recessed, exercise.
I didn't put them.
Yeah, so like, if he's proposing sconces,
I agree, I mean, he doesn't have any lights on here.
one
so
per
we're gonna-
entry is usually what they say, and sometimes they allow one on each side of the garage. But they usually say one, CRC usually says one per entry, and
Hold on,
you're not allowed to.
By
limit it.
built-in codes, you have to have one, I'm just saying.
I know, but
outside.
maximum one.
Yeah, but there's 4 doors on the left side of the house, so the
There's,
neighbors
well,
on the
there's,
side.
well, one's an ADU, the door for the ADU too,
We're
right?
still doing one per entry.
Yeah.
So that's
One per entry, yeah, that's fine. I'm not really bitching about it, I'm just saying that it should be, well, I guess it sounds like a bitch. When I bring in plans, I have to yeah, I guess
Yeah,
just like the list of conditions, but,
Okay, so I'm gonna put in,
one
so
sconce for
I
every
just read
door.
the standards on lighting.
Mhm.
The standard is pretty generic. So I'm just gonna put in a condition that exterior lighting should be minimized and designed with specific activity in mind, so outdoor areas are illuminated no more than necessary.
Okay,
No, I think we need to say
It's very
one,
subjective.
one per door.
Too subjective?
Yeah.
It's like just be quantitative, one per door.
Okay, then, all right,
That's almost the same as one.
it is exactly the same, but,
The
okay,
garage can have 2.
are you okay with that?
yeah,
Condition of
yeah,
one
but
per
do we
door?
have to come back to show this or?
No.
No,
I'm
okay.
gonna make, as long as I make it a
Okay.
condition and you agree,
Go for
we
your
can
building
just,
permit.
we can,
Okay, just make sure it's in there.
yes,
Okay, absolutely.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, so condition is one per door and you can have 2 on the garage.
2 in the garage, got it. 2 in the garage, 1 per door.
Maybe as part of the motion, you can read out the 3 conditions that were
Yeah.
discussed, just to clarify.
So I'd like to make a motion for approval based on the following conditions. Added upstairs window of the same size and scale as the original window above the garage. A condition of color that it meets the design review guidelines of using earth tones. Specification in meeting was brownish rust colored.
Mhm.
And a lighting condition of 1 per door or 2 on the garage.
Okay, we have a motion and owner agrees to the conditions stated.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry,
Oh, no.
any more,
No.
are there condensers proposed here?
Condenser.
What's a condenser?
And what is
Heat
that
pump or
standard?
Are we,
Mechanical unit?
are you doing a heat pump?
We're doing heat pumps, correct?
You know where you're gonna put the condenser?
Well, we're not gonna put air conditioning, so I don't think she's gonna go, we're looking at more of just heating. I know that, so that's, we're probably gonna be radiant,
Oh, radiant heat?
yeah,
I think the
because
condenser.
we're not gonna
Could be a
do,
problem if you're gonna do it.
yeah, we're not doing, we don't want any air circulation, air circulation, so we're gonna do radiant heating on the floor or something like that, yeah,
So no heat pump?
no.
That's oh, you have a gas now.
No, we haven't.
We didn't have
electric.
gas for a while.
No, it's all gonna be,
Oh, you mean the exterior?
Yeah, yeah,
renovation.
yeah, where it goes, yeah, no.
Well, cause
Okay,
Sorry,
that's okay.
but yes.
so you should probably.
Okay.
No exterior heat pump, I guess.
so we do have a motion. So next I'll move forward with the roll call. April Bingham
Yes.
and Moshi Porter.
Yes.
So this motion has passed. So the next item, number 3, will begin at 2:45 and we will take a break until then.
Thank you so much, sir, appreciate this. Thank you.
So we're back. It is now 2:45 and we'll resume with item number 3. So Mark, would you like to introduce this item?
Owner Jennifer Strangle, applicant Colton Palm, file number PLN 2024-00313, location 840 Edison Street, Montera. Parcel number 036151350. Consideration of design review permit to allow the construction of a new 339 square foot first floor addition, 65 square foot second story addition, a 407 square foot deck replacement and remodel to an existing 2-foot parcel. Okay, I'm sorry, 625 square foot parcel. Jump lines. The project includes minor grading and removal of 1 tree in conjunction with the request for DR permit. It is recommended CDRC determine the project is exempt from environmental review and pursuant to the CEQA guidelines, section 15301E, class 1, existing facilities, which includes additions to existing structures provided by that the addition will not result in the increase of more than 50% of the floor area constructed before the addition. The project is not appealable to the California Coastal Commission. Applications deemed complete March 11, 2025. Project planner Randall Cohen.
Thank you. And is the applicant's representative present? Feel free to come forward and speak to the design elements of the project. Good.
I'm Colton, and the owners are also here present in the back.
Welcome.
I think it's a 404 square foot addition. I think you read 390 something, so.
A 339 square foot first floor and
I
then
see.
65 on the second.
Okay, yeah. So if you look at the cover page, it's a total of 404. Just for reference, I don't know if that. Yeah, there we go, 339.60. Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, so the addition is going to be out the back. We're increasing and enlarging the kitchen, the dining room, we're adding a little office. Yeah. And then on the second floor, we're not increasing the envelope of the second floor. We're actually just regaining some floor space that used to be really tall ceilings to allow the bedrooms to be oriented a little bit differently. Yeah, so there's the proposed site plan there. As you can see, we're doing. Kind of doing a more open concept in there for them. Their kitchen has been a little tight over the years.
Let me know if there's any drawing you'd like me to flip to or.
Yeah, there's demonstration scale. Yeah, if we can keep going down to, let's see. Sure, yeah, we can look at this. So, the front of the residence is not changing at all, no change. And then, if you look at the south existing and proposed, that's gonna be the back. You'll see we're pushing out of the page here. We're kind of filling in that void. We're filling in this void here, the second story cantilevered over, and we're gonna be filling that in to utilize that for that proposed office. And then we're gonna be bumping out this back. That's gonna give them that larger kitchen in the interior there. Side elevation, so here's gonna be our large kitchen area here. We're proposing just a simple shed roof above that. And you can see the enlarged deck that's gonna kind of wrap around from the back to the side there, the east side. And then if you go one more over, you'll see we had a little bit of articulation here, doing a bay window in that office area to eliminate just this whole flat face here. Just as reference, so the only thing that's new in this area is gonna be this tiny little sliver here that's being filled in. You know, everything else is remaining the same aside from a couple of window changes.
And it's pretty well, not wooded, but there's trees and brush around on both sides. So
Correct.
it's almost like mute too.
Yeah, you really cannot see this side of the house at
Right.
all due to the neighbor's house and due to the fence,
Yeah.
right there.
Oh.
And also to note at the front of the property over here, there's a large tree that even if you're at the front of the house looking down this way, you would not see this side of the house at all.
And you're gonna have blue windows?
No, they're not blue, it's just shown as blue, it's clear glass, of course.
They're silly. Ah,
Um, I don't really have any clarifying questions.
So,
To you.
yeah, the proposed siding to match the existing,
It's a brown stucco, if you pull up the, demonstration of scale, the color is shown a little bit better there, it's closer to that color, yeah. Or you
I
can
mean,
also,
it just looks, to me, can you go to that first page? To me, it looks completely different, right? Like,
Mhm.
that gray is not the same as the orange.
Yeah, if you don't mind, going back to the plan set, we could look at the front, the very first cover sheet. You can kind of zoom in on that, that's, that's what we're going for, I think the plans are a little more gray than reality, and the demonstration of skills a little more brown. So I apologize for, for that.
will you repaint the whole house?
We're not proposing to repaint the whole house, as of now. But, I mean, if the budget allows, I'm sure the owners would be happy to repaint everything, but we'd like.
Like you're matching existing.
Correct, we're matching existing.
Okay.
The only thing we're not matching existing is gonna be the new windows. The existing windows are aluminum, which, as I'm sure you guys know, don't meet Tile 24 these days. So we're gonna be doing a mill guard vinyl with a black exterior frame and with a white interior frame.
I did notice, I was looking, I forgot, the light. The light looks like it's got a glass dome on it, do you wanna pull that, look at that light, picture, the outside, the exteriors.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
should have
think
been
it's that.
switched out. It is dark sky compliant. That picture just doesn't show the shield that comes with it.
Oh, it
Um,
does have a shield.
It does have a shield, yeah. We've since stopped using that as an example, so, any further one,
Hmm,
we'll show the one that's fully shielded.
Right there, if you don't mind, I'm gonna write that on the list of conditions that it's,
Yep.
So the planner, and this goes back to the planner.
Fully shielded, yeah.
You're gonna hold the windows on the stucco, right?
What's
That'd
that?
be fine, all the windows on the stucco house.
No, we're not proposing only windows, just the new proposed windows will be the vinyl.
Uh,
The other ones will stay existing for now.
okay.
Ready for a public comment or any?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're now opening up for public comment for item number 3. Anyone in person that would like to provide public comment, the speaker request forms are in the back. I do have none, and I see that on Zoom. The only person present is the project planner. So seeing no one wishing to speak on public comment, Chair, please indicate if you'd like to close public comment.
There's a close public comment, please.
Okay, we will once again limit discussion between the applicant and the committee members.
Not really, I mean, there's no public comment, I mean, it makes sense because the proposed elevation is exactly the same.
Yeah.
I think we have our little conditions here. Make sure. Siding, just the existing siding, just because that's a conflict in counting.
You said existing siding. I'm like struggling to see any siding.
They
No,
need
it's-
stucco.
sorry, it's
It's
stucco.
stucco.
Okay,
Like,
like, I think they should make that more clear in the
It's just
plans.
existing finish, yeah.
There is no siding, right?
Well, I mean, the siding is stucco in this situation.
It just says match existing already though, so I feel like they make it clear.
I mean, it's, new stucco siding to match existing.
We'll just write that on there, existing siding being stucco.
Yeah.
And then just for clarity, if we are ready for a motion, maybe please first read the conditions.
Let's see the lighting.
Okay.
So you're, all the lighting is existing, the little one in there.
No, all the ones with the
Oh,
little
dark
one
sky.
around it, those are the proposed dark sky compliant lighting.
Yep.
So we have
Somebody used to really complain about it too at every door. I can't remember, like Beverly or something. Was it her?
Yeah, so I've heard people complain about that.
But it's, I mean, it's kind of miserable, like she was saying, I have, oh, see, the ones on the back, they don't have that shield either, they can show it. Okay. So that would be, unless that is.
We wanna make sure this is.
Yeah, shielded. Yeah. But I have a house behind me that goes soffit lights are. Like the neighbors say, it looks like a spacecraft.
It does.
Mhm.
I agree.
Okay, okay, then I'd like to make a motion to approve. Based on the two conditions of approval that will be produced to the planner. Randall, that all the lights, they provide detail of all the lights being shielded lights and that. That just should, on the plans, just make it clear that the existing exterior finish is stuck in.
Okay.
I use the word. And yeah, so I motion that we approve it,
Okay, next I'll do a roll call. Mark Stagmeyer
yes.
and Moshe Porter,
Yes.
and this motion has passed. So that is the last item on the agenda. Would anyone like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion.
Okay, so roll call,
Good job.
April Bingham,
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Mark Stagmeyer,
Yes.
and Moshe Porter.
Yes.
This meeting is adjourned.
Hey,
Yeah.
a little bit of a pause.
He's like, no, I want to talk more about all of this.